Welcome, this is John Hyman from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. In today's video, I want to talk about the facts of cold calling and what you need to think about in your real estate market using the telephone as a base of generating new business with clients and prospects in your location. There are some good things for you to do here. So grab a coffee, sit back and look at the video and understand the advantages that you can get from using the telephone as your part of your business model in prospecting. Taking it further. The telephone is indeed your friend when it comes to prospecting in brokerage. There are some things that you can do with telephone prospecting into groups, and you can use the business telephone book as a foundation of growing your database. Indeed, the business telephone book is so easy for you to access, get and use. You can do it online or get a hard copy of the business telephone book for your town or city. So if you're struggling with a database or your database isn't particularly rich with contacts at the moment, go and get the business telephone book and start calling the businesses within the book. Why do that? Well, some of them own the properties that they're in and others are tenants in occupancy. Understand that for what it is. Let's go further. Today, many real estate agents and brokers spend far too much time worrying about cold calling scripts and what to say as part of establishing a telephone prospecting process. Don't worry too much about what you've got to say. Worry more about getting things started. The reality of the whole situation is that you simply need to have and implement a regular cold calling process and build the personal confidence to back it up. Confidence comes from doing something. That's it. There's no rocket science. It's simply a matter of doing it every day, regularly, and eventually the confidence comes. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what you say, but rather how you say it when making the calls. Conversational confidence will carry any cold call through to a successful or reasonable result. The emphasis here is confidence. If you try to pitch or sell your services too early in the conversation, what will happen is the call will be disconnected, you're likely to offend the other person, and the call will be ended too early. In other words, you won't get much information at all, and indeed you'll waste your time. So your conversions come from becoming more confident in your call conversations and, of course, making more confident calls. Most business people and property investors don't want to be sold or pitched to in any conversation and cold calling process. So don't pitch on the phone. That's not what it's about. Create a conversation. Be professional, be direct, be relevant. Let them know that it's worthwhile listening to you and at least talking to you for 1 or 2 minutes. That's it. It should be said that the cold calling process is an important and critical part of the real estate prospecting model. It's a personal thing. No one else can do it. You can do it. You can connect with a lot of people and create many meetings through cold calling systems of contact. Now, everyone should have a system. That system will be similar, but not necessarily the same for everybody. Understand your system for what it is, your town, your city, your property speciality, your skills, your knowledge. All of those things will develop a system for you. Then you start lifting the calls at 8:30 every morning, and you make the calls until about 11 o'clock. Yes, I said 2.5 hours. That's how you do it. Regularity in making calls and consistency in conversational quality are important parts of the process. That's why it's so personal. That's why it's up to you. And you can do this, of course. It's just a skill. It's just a habit. But most agents struggle with new habits. That is an amazing advantage for those agents that change their habits, grow their habits, and improve their skills. When you first start your career in the industry, this marketing strategy will give you a reasonable traction and a momentum to help you grow your market share quickly, effectively, and directly. So get it started. If you're struggling in the industry now, just get it started. Struggle with it, sure, for 2 or 3 weeks, you'll eventually break through the barriers. That's how cold calling works. It's a skill-based new habit that comes through practice and actually doing the thing. Now, most agents and brokers struggle with the cold calling concept and inevitably fail to master the process. This then has a direct impact on their ability to grow business opportunities and attract listings. So if you're in brokerage, there's two things you need: the ability to grow business opportunities and, of course, convert the listings. And the only way that's going to happen is by engaging with a lot of people in an ongoing way. You'll engage with lots of people every day, or should do so, and some of those will convert to meetings and some of those will convert to listings. That's how it happens. Expect that some people don't want to talk to you. That's fine. Just move on. The market, every town or city, is full of business prospects, investor prospects, people that you can talk to. To be successful in commercial real estate, you really do need to focus on certain aspects of the industry, understand the skills required, and then develop regular and ongoing practice to improve your conversions. Now, the practice here I'm talking about is cold calling. Cold calling and prospecting skills are the ones to be developed, most importantly, above everything else. So lots of calls, I mentioned it earlier. When making lots of calls, you should simply have one specific focus in every conversation you create. You should simply be identifying whether the person you're speaking to has an interest or a need in commercial real estate, today or into the future. That's it. If they don't have a need or an interest, why would you want to push or pitch your services? It just doesn't work. Well-crafted conversations will help you identify and understand the person that you're speaking to, and if they fall into any of the following categories of interest and direct opportunity for you over time. Here are the categories. Property investors, the foundation of business activity in your location. Business owners, absolutely. I told you earlier to use the business telephone book. Owner-occupiers, they could be property investors, they could be business owners, but understand the owner-occupiers because they are a unique segment of the industry that drives the industry in a particular way. Whether they are purchasers, developers, and also property professionals. Somewhere in there will be the sellers of commercial, retail, and industrial property. And of course, you want to work with sellers as well. So refine your services for each of these groups. Be prepared to talk about across each of the disciplines within these groups. That's how you grow your commercial real estate business. Preparation, practice, focus within segments. So you work the groups. Within the 6 groups, you will find plenty of opportunity and future new business. I go back to the point that you should not pitch your services across the telephone. There is absolutely no point. The purpose of making a cold call is to understand if you can help these people in a regular way in the future when it comes to property matters. What sort of matters? Sales, leasing, property management, leasing a new premises, expansion, contraction, relocation, tenant advocacy work, lease negotiation, redevelopment. All of that's there. Yes, it takes skill, but you can do that. So don't struggle in the industry. If you are new to the commercial real estate industry, or if you are struggling now with finding listings and converting commissions, it's time to have a serious look at your activities at a personal level when it comes to prospecting. I did say earlier that it is a personal thing. It is a habit. You can build the habits. It's simple. It's just a matter of doing it every day. Eventually, after 2 or 3 weeks, everything falls into gear. Nothing holds you back. The habit is established and you achieve results. Simplicity. Understand the simplicity of commercial real estate, the new business process, and then develop the confidence required to talk to a lot of new people every day. New people, each and every day. To achieve that level of confidence, you'll need to practice, of course, and I've mentioned that, so please do that. Practice before you get to the office. Practice in the car. Practice when you're driving the car. From those new and regular conversations that you could create today with cold calling, you will attract listing opportunity through identifying leads and new client requirements. That's the way it works. So that is the program today. Of course, you can check out the website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. My name is John Hyman. Thank you for listening to the program. I'll catch you again very soon online with another commercial real estate training topic and opportunity for you to improve your business.